This is the world of Hilt. The continent of arkapellago is on the west side of the world of Hilt. Magi men live on arkapellago. Eastern mystics live on the eastern islands of arkapellago. Grey knights live on the western islands of arkapellago. The continent in the middle of the Hilt is the Ice Mountains. In the middle of the Ice Mountains is a teardrop continent surrounded by burning lava. In the middle of this continent is the City of the Angels. It is where the good go when they die. The continent on the east side of the Ice Mountains is called Krowe. On this continent of Krowe, to the south is where Fairowe, a king of Crest, resides in his castle in the place called Cinder. The king Geyrmore enslaved Fairowe, waiting for his people to come back from the afterlife. Crest is to the south of the jungles of Kongo. There is a snow mountain chain separating the land of Kongo and Crest. The mountains north of Crest are called Andorra, and in Andorra there are black warlocks that study evil and release wraiths and liches and try to find other worlds to conquer. Anu is north of the Lebanon. Lebanon is just north of the Nile. The Nile is north of the Congo. Pakistan is east of Lebanon. South of Pakistan is Finlay. North of Pakistan is Russia. In Finlay, the Chinamen live there. In Russia, the Aryan live there. Fairies live on an island north of Anu. Gnomes and elves live east of Pakistan on islands. That is the history of Hilt. The pit of the underworld, son of Gilgamesh, who is the god of Hades. Marduke started a revolution, cast down the unseen to burn in Hades. The children of the Unseen, named Assyrians, gathered with their king Kongo. They started a war with Marduke. 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 Lebanon, north of the Kongo jungle and the Nile River. With his people, the Lebanese, they built a fortress castle with the help of giants from Anu. The Anu giants constructed the walls around the city of Lebanon. These giants became the guardians of Lebanon. The Assyrian people cultivated race and liches by the magic of Kongo the king. They spread from the southern Nile River to the jungles of Kongo. There they built their city of sin, Golgotha. Lebanon was attacked by the force of Erdas, a god from Golgotha, raised from Hades. Erdas murdered the Lebanese and killed all but one of the giants of Anu, leaving Marduke with 300 men and one giant. Marduke quickly left Lebanon and followed the path to the east to Pakistan. The elephant riders of Sutra were called upon to add to the forces that would battle Golgotha. The Sutra had to cleanse the bodies of the Lebanese with a rose liquid potion. Then they cast their steel swords in the firmament of claymore to then be knighted with the holy claymores. Their daggers cast in the firmament became holy spires. Their bows bathed in rose oil became holy coals. Their arrows bathed in rose oil became holy darts. Marduke gathers his men and Sutra to follow him to the west towards Kongo. Once they found the entrance of the moat to the city of Golgotha, they brought torches and oils to burn the city down. They started a war with Marduke. 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 As they ravaged the city, they made their way to the castle of Seir. There, they battered down the door and fought wraiths and Assyrians. Marduke went into the great hall, seized Golgotha with his men. Marduke slays wraiths and Assyrians, then takes a blow from a wraith as he stumbles. Golgotha stabs Marduke in the penis and butchers it. Marduke enraged grabs Golgotha's neck and chokes him. Then a Assyrian hits Marduke with a hammer to his head. Marduke passes out. The Sutra and Lebanese come flooding into the hall. Golgotha leaves the castle outnumbered. Golgotha escapes arrives on horses with 30 men and race follow towards Andorra to the south. Marduke wakes and burns down the city and Castle Seer. Marduke, saddened by his wound, he sleeps for 40 nights. The Anu from the north come. Then a messenger sends word to the fairowe. 3 days later, a 4-foot-8 fairy named Isabella touches Marduke's slain penis and heals him. Marduke awakes, and Isabella kisses him, and Isabella marries Marduke 2 months later.